The Shy Dragon, Marie Jose Sacre, Jindra Stranad. In a faraway land there once lived a tiny dragon. Really, he was quite huge, but for a grown-up dragon he was small. He was so small he became shy and blushed whenever anyone looked at him. Instead of breathing fire, he just spat sparks. All the other dragons laughed at him. "There he goes, as red as a rose," said his brothers. "He spits a spark because he's scared of the dark," laughed the others. The tiny dragon became so shy that he stayed in his cave all the time. "What shall I do?" he said. "I can't stay in my cave all the time. I suppose I'll just have to be brave. I know, I'll capture a princess." So, while it was dark and all were asleep, he crept away from his home and into the night. So, while it was dark and all were asleep, he crept away from his home and into the night. He wandered all alone over tall mountains and through dark forests until, at last, he found a town. And in this town he found a castle. "Aha!" he said. "Where there is a castle, there must be a princess. I'll hide behind this rock and wait for her to walk by." It just so happened that there was a princess in the castle, and that very day she walked by the rock to pick flowers. The dragon was about to pounce on her when he began to blush. By the time he had stopped feeling shy, the princess had gone. "Oh well, I'll try again tomorrow," he thought. The next evening, as the princess came near, he took a deep breath and counted to 3. Then he jumped out, tossed the princess on his back, and away he ran. Deep into the woods he went, until he came to a cave. When the princess was safely hidden, he breathed a sigh of relief. "At last, I have captured a princess," he said. Meanwhile, the castle folk were in a frenzy. "The princess is missing!" they shouted. The soldiers searched all over the castle. Finally, they found dragon tracks. "This is terrible!" they cried. "She's been captured by a dragon. What shall we do?" A brave young prince jumped onto his horse. "I'll rescue her," he said as he galloped away. Deep into the woods he went, until he came to the cave. "I know you're in there, dragon," he shouted. "Free the princess or you'll be in terrible trouble." The dragon prepared to fight the prince. But as he charged, his roar became a squeak, his fire fizzled, and he blushed. "You're a strange dragon," said the prince. "You're blushing." "I thought I had become brave," sobbed the dragon, "but I've failed again. Everyone will laugh at me." The prince felt sorry for the shy dragon. "Well, if I go back to the castle without the princess, everyone will laugh at me," he said. "But I have an idea. You give the princess back to me, and I'll give you my sword. You can take my crown too," said the princess. "Then the other dragons will think you have done a brave deed." "But I'm not really brave," sighed the dragon sadly. "Of course you are," said the princess. "You travelled all alone over tall mountains and through dark forests. "I think you are the bravest dragon I know." The dragon beamed with pride as he began his journey home. "Look, he's got a prince's sword," said one dragon. "And a princess's crown," said another. "He must have had some great adventures." "How brave," said his brothers. "I was nothing really," said the shy dragon, and he blushed with pride.